Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015 whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the you in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to catch us every Friday, 7 p.m. on the Friday Fix. Our other shows, Plays and Parlays, Civil Discourse, UFC with LT, and this one. Did I miss one? It's been a while.
Don't even worry about it, man. Hey, they're all up on the board. We do appreciate you trying. It's just the effort alone, Mac. That's what made a difference, man. We appreciate you guys. Absolutely. We got to go ahead and get back on it, huh? Absolutely. Yeah. But we appreciate you guys joining in. We see you guys moving on our Facebook page, our Webs Network Media. We appreciate the likes, the follows, everything from there as well. We will definitely be trying to keep you up on more news. The news is just coming in so fast. We got the government shutdown happening right now. We got some even bigger news.
What we can't cover, we're going to post it up on all our sites so you guys can keep up. We know that the mainstream news on both sides is not keeping you informed of what's going on. We're going to try to do that as we are an independent news company, or media company. And so we try to do that. What's going on right now, though, the cat's out the bag. He was denying it for so long, and they just released that was just 3 emails. They said there's more to come. So by the time you see this, there might be more to come. I think the whole thing is. Go ahead, Wes. Go ahead.
I was going to say, House Democrats release new Epstein emails referencing Trump. Sex offender Jeffrey Epstein referred to Donald Trump as the dog that hasn't barked and told his former companion, Ghislaine Maxwell, that an alleged victim had spent hours at my house with Trump, according to email correspondence released Wednesday by Democrats on the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump, Epstein wrote in a typo-riddled message to Maxwell in April 2011. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He was never once mentioned. He has never once mentioned. I have been thinking about that, Maxwell replied. That email exchange, which came just weeks after a British newspaper published a series of stories about Epstein, Maxwell and their powerful associates, was one of 3 released by the Democrats from a batch of more than 23,000 documents the committee recently received from the Epstein estate in response to a subpoena. The names of the alleged victims and other personally identifying information was redacted from the messages. The other newly released email exchange between Epstein and author Michael Wolff, who has written 4 books chronicling the Trump presidency. Wolff, who said he spoke to Epstein at length about Trump during his reporting for the books. I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards, Wolff wrote to Epstein in December 2015, 6 months after Trump had officially entered the race for the White House. If we were to craft the answer for him, what do you think it should be? Epstein replied. I think you should let him hang himself, Wolff replied the next day. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in any way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in the Trump regime. Man, there's a lot more. There's in here, bro.
There's more that's going to come out. And, the emails alone, just them saying he was with blah, blah, blah for hours at my house. We know what he was doing. This is, ladies and gentlemen, your government's been shut down because of this. The extension of your government shutdown is because of this. They didn't want to, there's a lady, she's coming in right now. She's the 218th vote to, release these files. These are just the emails that were sent. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, what is he going to do? What is he going to do after all this comes out? He's not going to step down.
Absolutely not. I mean, we have to continue. I get so many different different messages from different people about what's going on with this Epstein thing. I put something up today, and a guy came out and said, "What about Biden? Why didn't Biden release these if this were it? Why didn't he could have stopped this whole second Trump presidency had this been, information that was in the files?" I said, first of all, Ghislaine Maxwell's case was still going on during the time of the Biden administration, so you could not just release those files because they had a case that was pending, that had this information still like in them as a part of either an ongoing trial or part of her appeal. And secondly, do I think that Biden and the rest of these guys are all, I'm not even saying Biden in general, but the Democrats are not complicit in this as well? Have there not been, has Bill Clinton not gone to the island? Has Bill Clinton possibly not, committed some of these acts as well? Or have a bunch of other different mega donors from the Democrat side not done this as well? I believe this is not a political thing for me. This isn't all about Trump. I'm not here to defend a man or a side. I'm here to defend the children who are victims of these crimes. And that's what all of us should be worried about. Like, what's going on here? Why don't we, because this is not only about just the victims of the crimes, but what are these people, what kind of power have they been able to like grab because of these crimes and because of their knowledge of what these people are doing? Look at what they did over in the UK to Prince Andrew. They got rid of everything. They took everything from him. We can't even, we're afraid to even look behind the curtain to see what's really going on. I'm not.
We're not afraid to look at it. The powers that be aren't letting. I mean, there's look, just to add to that, there's leaked documents exposing Epstein's ties to the Israeli intelligence operation. Like, leaked emails and schedule reveals that Jeffrey Epstein hosted Israel military intelligence officer Yuan Korin at his Manhattan apartment for an extended period from 2013 to 2016, while coordinating meetings with U.S. officials like Leon Panett and facilitating White House and Pentagon access to Ebad Barak's family. Dropsite News reported details Epstein's role in Israel diplomacy. Look, that's how deep it goes. He was gathering information. Think about it. They were using American children to be sexually assaulted by politicians, bankers, and royal family members for intelligence. And Donald Trump he didn't know he was going to be president. He was in there trying to make his portfolio higher. But look, he became president and he's caught up in this. If he wasn't president, he would be going down anyways. But now he has the power. And now we're going to see which country is he going to bomb? Which city is he going to attack?
Yeah. No one would even care if he didn't become president. No one would even be pushing for this if he had not become president and also ran off of this. His entire side, they use this as this is part of their drain the swamp. You know what I mean? He's coming in to disrupt their normal state of affairs. We also have to understand that Ghislaine Maxwell's father is part of the Israeli intelligence agency as well. So this is not just a coincidence. It's about everything. It's about both of these two and the whole entire structure that's in place. We have to stop.
And they're saying, my bad to interrupt. In Giselle's new prison, she gets custom meals and she gets a support puppy. Where she's at right now.
She's not even supposed to be in this prison. This is not for sexual offenders. This is not for high risk offenders. This is not for us. Her offense is like an assaultive offense. It's not somewhere you can go to like the lowest custody, cushy type camp prison for. And they've been kicking people out of that prison because they're reporting back about the conditions that she's getting to live in. She's getting to run the prison now based off the fact that she's not going to tell. Why? I mean, answer this question. Why would you go send your top, your second in command in the DOJ, who's not supposed to take this type of a case on personally, went down to the prison, just him by himself with her attorney and her. He goes down there, speaks to him, and all of a sudden she gets transferred to a cushy prison. Does that make sense to you? She's not even allowed to be in by the letter of prisons and by the letter of the law. She's not allowed to be in there.
Well, we know this. This administration in the White House is corrupt, but everybody in America needs to look at yourself. Like, regardless if it was, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, is that who you really want leading you? Yeah. Is this who you really want to be in charge of you and your future and your children and everything that you hold dear? Because it doesn't seem like, some people, I don't care about the people that like them. There's people that like to, sexually assault children. We know that. There's a whole show dedicated to it called SVU. But is that who you want to lead you? Is that what you is that who you want to starve your children out? Huh? To make your stuff on the floor? Is this who you want to lead you? That's what you need to say. Be like, I still want him to be my leader. That's what I want to hear the people say.
And that's what I think that they're pretty much ready to say anyways. I think I've heard it already. I don't even care. I've heard this from people that I talk to, and they'll know who I'm talking about when if they watch this. I've heard this. They do not even care if this was the case. You wouldn't care. So you never cared to begin with. Let's not act like you did in the beginning. You cared. These people were hiding this. This is what was going on. Everyone else was in these things. But now all of a sudden, it's the people who came out with the books in their hand, the binders. Hey, we're getting ready to release this. Now they don't want to show you, oh, there's really nothing. First they were on the desk.
And the press secretary, if you notice today, ladies and gentlemen, go back. She didn't have her cross on her neck.
Caroline Levitt.
Yep. They noticed that every time she got a lie up there about him essaying children and stuff, she take that cross off her neck because she knows.